Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Let me know if you can hear me. Well, Wayne, you in the building? Let me know, baby. Baby. I don't know how many of y'all seen a little kid on Instagram. He eats like huge plates of food, dinner foods, breakfast foods, lunch. He'd be like, baby, and the mama just gets such a kick out of him. I love that kid. All right. Where you at? Where you at? Please don't call me. I'm live, child. Testing 1, 2, 3. Somebody let me know if you can hear me. Somebody. How about the bushes? And let me know if you can hear me, please. Don't be scared. Or maybe you can't hear me. I don't know.
For hydration that goes beyond, I upgraded my routine to immersive hydration from Eucerin.
Run it back. Oh, okay. Thank you, Wayne. Peace, bro, peace. Welcome or welcome back to Goddess Dawn Speaks, aka the $1 trillion goddess, baby. I'm Goddess Dawn, and I'm back, and we're talking about a lot of people tonight. But I want to pull DJ Mustard to the front of the class. That's why I'm playing his beat. Because he is up on the docket, child. What's up, Wild Wayne, Baby Yoda? Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. It's a busy day for me. So I'm here, though. Listen, I'm trying to get these watch hours up, okay? I'm halfway there. All right, y'all. Help me out now. Help me out. Shout out to everybody in the replay. I love you. Now let's talk about DJ Mustard first and foremost. And as you can see from what's on the screen, if you can see the screen, is Chris Brown, Kamala Harris, DJ Mustard and his wife, and, whoever else happens to come up. Okay? Let's see. Yeah. We'll start with, can you believe Diddy? Can Can I have one day without a Diddy allegation, a Diddy lawsuit? The diddler, the diddler did it again. The diddler does it again. And we'll get into that. I literally just saw it before coming on live. But DJ Mustard, the DJ who is responsible for the beat, they not like us beat, child. He hit the jackpot with that one. But he is going through a divorce. And yeah, let's read what it says here. It sounds like a little drama. Anybody's drama but my own, child. So this is from the Jasmine brand. They said DJ Mustard's ex-wife Chanel isn't holding anything back now that their divorce has been finalized. Okay, so yeah, the divorce is actually finalized. I figured that. The entrepreneur took to her Threads account earlier today. Are you guys on Threads, by the way? Threads is a little spinoff from Instagram, but it's like Twitter or X, kind of like when everybody took exodus from Twitter when Elon took over. Let Trump back on there. Okay. Anyway, she took the Threads and she said, leaking several text messages between her and the Not Like Us beatmaker, alleging that he lied about having cancer. He called her derogatory names and purposely vilified her in the media throughout their divorce. Man, as a caption to the post, she wrote, playing the silent role while intentionally dragging me through hell for 2 years. She said, you promised you would make divorce hell for me, and you did. I have the text messages still. You made sure your PR team dragged this play each way to make me look bad for 2 years, and you are still doing it. She added, please leave me alone and stop using me for publicity and record sales. Check the date. After he filed in May 2022, he claimed to have cancer to make me stay in the house. I left in July. Of course, no cancer. Mustard filed to divorce her in May of 2022 after more than a decade together and a year and a half of marriage. What? You spent all that time together, decided to finally get married only for this to happen. Well, says, as we recently reported, the former spouses finalized the terms of their split earlier this week. We saw her, Terry, her last name is Thierry, get $24K monthly child support for their 3 children, as well as a one-time $315K payment for spousal support. Her loungewear company Sleepover, a Tesla, and a $275,000 equalization payment. She added in a later thread post that the text messages were after Mustard filed for divorce. What are you? So she's sharing some text messages because she's talking all this crap about him after he filed for divorce. But she mad. I mean, he told her he had cancer, and come to find out he didn't have cancer. So we read that one already. This is the first text message. I'd appreciate if you stop trying to gas me down, you clown. Make sure our son don't fall, clown. I ain't bother you not once. Stop effing trying to gasses me, light me. I promise to God you can do all the ignoring you want, but I ain't gonna say it ain't. Again, stop trying purposely with me. F with me. Leave me alone. I ain't bothering you. I would never hit you, yo evil A, if my son was answering his phone, and you the last person I want to hit because you stopped trying to get under my skin. Stop trying to get under my skin. This is just all complete babble, but I'm gonna read it. I don't need that. You didn't even have to even answer. Just relay the message and move on. All that thumbs up shit is just to F with me, clown S. I swear to God, if I shouldn't even say God in this, but I really have this S. I'm gonna make you eat this S. Devil a bit. I'm gonna make you feel all this. Watch. Who the F do that to someone who that could have cancer, he said. Evil ass B. God gonna have his way. He keeps using God, but he uses a small G. I look at that. He said, the last you'll hear from me. Okay, you playing that game. I came all the way here from work. You took him knowing I was taking him. I have no idea where I'm going. You really did it. And so the response is, Dijon, you are the most evil person on the planet. You think communicating with a 10-year is going to work? You're insane. I have no clue you were supposed to take him. I don't know what a 10 years she left something off. Anyway, um, she said, you're over this relationship. You just can't get over someone else being with me, but you yourself don't even want me. You need to take time to think if you want this or you just used to being comfortable. Okay, now I'm uncomfortable reading this. It's like, why are we reading this? It's really personal. Um, Basically, there's text messages back and forth, I guess, to prove her point that he faked his cancer. Yeah, I mean, it's a pretty shitty thing to do, to fake cancer. I mean, there's out people literally dying of cancer every single day. And it's a very painful experience for the person and for their loved ones. So to come out here playing, and then you might end up with it, playing with it like that. DJ Mustard. But she got a pretty little penny, 24K a month for child support. I don't know how old the kids are, but there's three of them. That's a lot of work. Who has custody? Oh, I did read he was trying to get, oh no, there's a son, right? I did read he was trying to get custody now. So, and a lot of times they do that so they don't have to pay the child support. 24K a month is not a little bit of money. It's a nice little chunk of change. Guaranteed income. So, yeah. All this success, yet his life is, after 10 years, y'all couldn't have made it work, huh? Yeah. Okay, let me come back over here. It's me and you, Wayne. Okay, so Wayne, what you think about DJ Mustard having to pay out all that money to his now ex-wife? And now because of that, she's talking all this mess about him. He should have had her sign something to keep her from spilling all his tea and talking about the arrangements. He forgot that part. See, he didn't have the lawyer. The lawyer dropped the ball on that for sure. All right, I'm gonna move over to Chris Brown, child. Chris Brown is getting a lot of backlash because he has a concert coming up in South Africa, but there's an activist group who don't want him to come. They don't want him nowhere near them. And this is something he's been dealing with ever since, the whole Rihanna situation. So they say Chris Brown's upcoming show in South Africa could possibly face cancellation. So it's still in motion as we speak, it looks like. But it says a recent report states that the country's women's rights activist group, Women for Change, has already collected 20,000 signatures. And when I saw it, it was almost 30,000. That was earlier today. But it says for a petition that seeks to prevent Brown from performing there due to his past history with domestic violence. The group's executive director, Sabina Walter sounds so familiar. Let me copy this name. Spoke about what the singer's appearance in the country would mean for women who reportedly face the highest rates of femicide and gender-based violence in the world. So they have a real mission where they live because it is hell on earth for women walking those streets. I remember reading a bunch of stuff about how just disturbingly violent and predatory it is. She said, when I saw the news that Chris Brown was coming to South Africa, I was shocked and deeply disappointed. The started to send a strong message that we will not tolerate the celebration of individuals with a history of violence against women. When someone like Chris Brown is given a platform in a country where GBV is at crisis levels, it sends a damaging message that fame and power outweigh accountability. It's not really a lie. Oh, wow. They took the video. Oh, wait. Here's the video I want to show. So there's a documentary that's coming up, though, and it's all about Chris Brown and his allegations and stuff. It says the issue of Brown's 2009 conviction, so that was way back in 2009, for violently attacking his then girlfriend Rihanna has continued to cause complications for him throughout his career. I mean, is it fair to Chris Brown that he's still being held accountable for, not being held accountable, but it's not just Rihanna. I think that's the thing. I think that may be why they did this documentary. I haven't seen anything of it. I'm going to play this clip. I think it's a trailer, but I believe there are more possible, either if they're not allegations or lawsuits, accusations, transgressions. Let's see what this is.
I'm sure the girls want a couple of questions and things. For the young ladies, I mean, what's up, man? You got a girl or what?
Nah, I'm keeping my options open, so y'all be checking for me, you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Thank you so much.
that's the type of stuff will get you in trouble, player.
Chris Brown is the name. Get used to that right there.
Chris Brown's an amazing and talented musician, but let's call a thing a thing. He's a abuser of women consistently, unapologetically.
Okay, Chris, pull a gun on that girl.
When is your hearing for your restraining order?
There's a long list of various different women
Being pretty upset. Are you sure you don't really call the have him come talk to you?
who've accused Chris Brown of assaulting them.
Senator Chris Brown has been detained in an alleged case of rape.
He has an audience full of assault deniers.
No, I have not spoken about this matter, but that's the only way that he can be stopped.
That was a guy? Wow. Well, listen, this is the era for exposing this Hollywood stuff. This music industry is crumbling. No. Hi, sis. Peace and love to you too. Okay, I'll look for your comments in the replay, child. But yeah, I know it's late for a lot of y'all. It's 9. It's going on 9 o'clock, so that's like close to midnight. A lot of y'all are sleeping on this Tuesday evening. It's all good. I'm trying to get my wife, y'all. You got to play this video through, whether you in the car, whatever you do. That's when a lot of times I listen to podcasts and stuff when I'm driving. But or if not yet, maybe tomorrow. I was just told by a family member, I didn't realize that people, I mean, I'm not even going to get into it. I'll get into it in another live. Not this live. Never mind. Anyway. All right. So what do y'all think about Chris Brown and, still 2009. So that's what? 19, that's 10 years. That's like 15 years ago, right? So whatever debt he was supposed to pay, I'm assuming that's been done. I think Rihanna's forgiven him. How far do we take it? Or is it just what it is, the punishment for the crime? And this is just part of it. Like, don't put your hands on people. They say she hit him first, um, but he didn't come out looking like she did. I mean, you guys, I can see the picture if I close my eyes. It was horrible. Her face was so lumped up. So anyway, this documentary is coming out this month, I think, sometime. This is must be the month of the documentaries to expose abusers. All these documentaries are just popping up out of nowhere, it seems like. But I'm here for it. I'll catch it, let y'all know what it do. You know what I'm saying? So I'm moving on. It's a quiet night, child. I'm not used to this. It's okay though. Dang, did y'all know Dre and Snoop still working together? They have a liquor collaboration called Still GIN from their, I guess, Juice collaboration. I play off of that. Um, but yeah, they just launched this new liquor. This is a time to launch a new liquor when all this stuff is going on, like with Diddy. It's just a trip to me how we see stories like this where they're launching a liquor, and the whole thing with Diddy, people are even saying it is because of the liquor company he sued that all this is going on. Not to say taking away accountability from what he did, but just saying that it wouldn't have been put out into the open if not for them. And thanks to them if that's the case, because I'm glad it's out in the open, and it needs to be out in the open because it needs to stop. Like the children, just everybody, child. It's like nobody's safe. Children, men and women getting abused and sodomized. And the most recent lawsuit that we were reading that was filed, one of the men from Macy's, remember he worked for Echo? Well, Macy's, I don't know if you guys, I don't know if this was mentioned when I was reading the article, but Macy's was in the lawsuit as well as a defendant. And the guy in question, the victim, is white YT. I did not know he was YT. I thought he was BLK. Like, who knew? And that makes something a little like, now we got a white man, or more than one maybe, but he's the guy from Macy's, the guy who worked for the Echo brand. He was a white guy. I was looking at the actual court document, and it had a lot more details than that article did. When I finish reading through it, I'm gonna pick some parts to read because it's just horrible. And for him to be walking around, if this is, it's alleged at this point, but if it's true, and Diddy was walking around just assaulting people just like that he and his security or bodyguards, whoever these men were, who these pussies, excuse me, who backed Diddy up while he's doing this to people, they all need to go to prison for the rest of their lives, for real. So I'm not going to read that tonight though, but just letting y'all know it's pretty dark, pretty nasty stuff. But yeah, so yeah, these guys are still making money together, and again pushing when all this is going on. And I'm surprised none of them have really come up when the conversations are being had about who's on these tapes. And maybe, I guess they didn't really mix back then because Bad Boy and Death Row they didn't jive. And then of course Dr. Dre branched off to Aftermath. I don't really remember hearing a lot of him and Diddy collabing. I don't think that they was mixing. Maybe that's the only thing. They were all doing their own things. I mean, Dr. Dre has a very just nasty reputation as an abuser, as does obviously now Diddy. And Snoop hasn't come up yet. And I don't know if I've heard anything about Snoop, to be honest, as far as being abusive or having abusive allegations against him. I'm trying to think. I know that the psychic Sloan Bella, she swears that Snoop is next and that he's about to hit the pavement with lawsuits as well. But I guess we'll see. I don't know. I didn't know Diddy was doing all this stuff. I mean, I had heard some things, but a lot of this stuff is crazy. So this is just really a big ad for their product. So I'm not even gonna read it. Well, I'll tell you, it's $34.99 for a 85 proof bottle. That's a lot. Woo, strong. Yeah. So this is just a big commercial for their gin. It's just a trip to me though that they're collabing, and then it's again a liquor brand, yet another liquor, just what we need. But I guess whatever you can and brand and monetize, do it, do it, do it. All right. So moving on along, talked about. So Diddy has yet another allegation against him. Now I just saw live tonight, y'all. It says Diddy sued "You graped me with TV remote" after Tupac unaliving diss. Okay, this sounds crazy already. I'm just really curious too. How are these stories making it to these headlines like this? Are they vetting these headlines? But is this an actual filing? All right, let's see. This one says, okay, Diddy used a TV remote to grape a woman. Oh my goodness, Lord. As payback for her telling him she believed he had something to do with Tupac Shakur's unaliving, at least according to a new lawsuit. The Bad Boy founder is being sued by a woman named Ashley Parham, who claims Diddy S assaulted her in a gang ring style grape after she dissed him on a FaceTime call. So she dissed him, asked him, "Was you responsible for Pac's unaliving?" And then here we are. It says, according to the lawsuit obtained by TMZ, Parham met a friend of Diddy's at a bar in February 2018, and he called Diddy on FaceTime. Okay, so she was with a friend of his at a bar, and then the friend called him on FaceTime. But Parham says she wasn't impressed by the man's famous friend telling Diddy to his face she thought he played a part in Pac's unaliving. I'm assuming too she probably had a couple drinks. She was sitting at the bar. He probably had her good and ready to go, calling Diddy up on the phone like, "You want to come scoop her? Does she pass the test?" Parham claims Diddy told her she would pay for her Tupac comment and overall dismissal of him. And she says 1 month later, Diddy's friend set her up for Diddy to grape her. Oh, who is the friend? We need to be naming everybody. In her suit, Parham says the man she met at the bar invited her over to his Orinda, California home. And when she was there, Diddy showed up and told her she thought she would never see him in person. She says Diddy held a knife to the side of her face and told her he would give her a Glasgow smile in retaliation for her Tupac comments. Parham claims Diddy's top consultant, Christina Coram, was there too. Oh, his top right-hand chick was there. Okay. And KK told Diddy not to cut Parham's face because they could sell her to potential clients for S. That's crazy. Parham claims KK then threatened to ship her off anywhere in the world, never to see her family again. That scares me because the whole thing about the shipping containers, you know what I'm saying? That I don't know if you guys have been following all this stuff, not just with Diddy, but just they're saying this is just the way they traffic people across all over the world, just like she says they threatened to do to her. And if that Christina Wanch had anything to do with anybody's trafficking, unaliving, anything, call her in. She needs to be right there next to the diddler. So I guess this is Christina Coram. This is Christina Coram. This is the Ghislaine Maxwell of Diddy's operation. It says, meet Christina Coram, Chief of Staff at Combs Enterprises. Christina, aka KK, keeps everything in my life and business. Oh, this is a Diddy post, by the way. She keeps everything in my life and business running. She's been my right hand for the last 8 years and has consistently proven to execute and get us done. Don't know how I'd function without her. Look at her. Wow. You never suspect people, right? And I haven't convicted her already, but I have. I have. In the docs, Parham claims Diddy tells. Listen, too, if anybody, this is a trigger warning because I think it's going to get pretty graphic. Trigger warning, trigger warning, trigger warning. But this is the latest accusation against the diddler. It says he took off her clothes, removed the knife from her face, and then got a bottle of liquid from a large fanny pack and covered her body in a liquid substance. She says Diddy was, so is that baby oil or lube or both? She says Diddy and KK tried to insert something into her V and that they referred to what they referred to as an IUD. What? Functioned. And then Diddy picked up a TV remote and violently inserted it into her V, using the remote to violently grape her. Parham claims Diddy told her that her life was in his hands, and he could take her, and she would never be seen again. And then he later violently raped her anally. Anally, and instructed 2 other men to do the same, which she says they did. She also claims another man with Diddy raped her vaginally. After the alleged gang rang style grape, Parham claims Diddy and his buddies left her limp body inside the home as they went into the backyard to smoke weed and cigarettes. She says when she finally regained her bodily functions, she grabbed a knife and an oversized shirt and tried to leave, but had to get past Diddy to reach the exit. She says she confronted Diddy, who she says was surprised to see her walking because he had given her enough drugs to take out a horse. Oh, there goes that horse tranquilizer. I wonder if she's one of the ones who went and got tested after. Okay, let me keep reading. Parham claims Diddy told her he, quote, hadn't had any at that time, quote, and offered her money and told her to say everything was consensual. Parham says she refused and threatened to go to the cops, with Diddy telling her no one would believe her, and if she told anyone, he would harm her family. She says one of his associates showed her a phone that appeared to be live streaming video from outside her sister's home. What? In the suit, Parham claims Diddy even called his mom, Janice Combs, in an effort to convince her not to report the rape. And she says Diddy's mother yelled at her to not hurt her son and brushed off Parham's claim he raped her. Oh, sookie now. The mama done got dragged into it now as a knowing what do they call him? What do they call him? Somebody who's on the sidelines. That is some cold stuff right there. Janice should be ashamed of herself. So it says Parham claims Diddy told her he'd gotten away with bigger crimes, and again to Tupac. She says the Tupac comment pissed off one of the men who was with Diddy, who drew a gun, a pum, and later fired a shot that sent Diddy running. Wait, what? Sent Diddy running? She says that the Tupac comment pissed off one of the men who was with Diddy, who drew a gun and later pum, and shot that sent Diddy running. She says she then chased after Diddy with the knife, caught up to him, and was about to stab him when he started pleading for his life. What? She says she had a moment of clarity and ran exit, but Diddy chased her down and she wielded the blade at him, grazing his abdomen. In the docs, Parham claims she escaped to the street and yelled for neighbors to call the cops. She then heard Diddy's SUV speeding away from the home. Parham claims a sheriff from Contra Costa County Sheriff's Department responded, and she told him she had been violently G-banged by Diddy and others, but she doesn't believe they investigated her claims. She also says she reported the grape to Walnut Creek Police and the Orinda Police Department, but was told no law enforcement agency had opened an active investigation into any of her reports. So I wonder if those things are still on file somewhere, because that attorney Tony Busby, he said they had police reports from some of the accusers. But she has different attorneys though. So it says Parham's attorneys in this lawsuit are Ariel Mitchell and Sean Perez. So this is separate from the 120 lawsuits. Texas attorney Tony Busby says he's filing. So I think Ariel Mitchell is the one that just dropped that other girl, and because they said she was clout chasing, or the girl said that the lawyers were clout chasing, which is Ariel. Ariel, I don't know. She's an attorney. She's a little problematic to me. But if anything ever pans through with her, then maybe we can really judge her on her work. But man, Janice Combs, this is some crazy stuff. It's a little outrageous. I'm up to him pleading for his life. Yeah. Well, it's always for the court to determine, but let me see what else is going on here. Nicki out here making bank. She says she became the first female rapper to ever gross over 100 million single tour. Wow. And meanwhile, Safari is trying to get his monthly reduced from his ex-wife Erica Mena. And I'm telling you, he's talking about, I'm not, when I left the show, my income went significantly lower. Shouldn't he be taking that to the court instead of the blogs? And if I was her, I would hold him to every penny the way he did her when she was pregnant and after she had these children. It's a shame. Ooh. See, Aries Spears, why is he calling Angel Reese pure garbage? Says she plays like she's part of the Special Olympics. Why is he talking to her about like that? This is the guy that got in trouble with Tiffany Haddish about that whole grooming situation with those kids. And here he is trying to tear down this young black woman. You better leave Angel alone, weirdo. Do we even want to hear what he has to say? I guess I'll humor. Let me see. Ugh. Oh, man. I didn't even have it up. Hold on.
Businesses support black cause. Oh, what up? She boy Aries Spears here. Listen, man, I know I'm about to catch some flack for what I'm about to say. And let me just say, I'm all about my fellow black brothers and sisters being down for one another. Support black businesses, support black causes, support our black women, support each other. Power to the people. But to all the people about the Angela Reese versus Caitlin Clark thing, to all the black people out here trying to make it a racial issue, y'all delusional. Angela Reese is garbage, pure garbage. When you look at from in terms of a skill set, her versus Caitlin, she's garbage. She just throws the ball up and plays like she's part of the Special Olympics. She plays like a toddler. There's no finesse, no smoothness, no beauty, no poetry, no skill set to her game at all. She's garbage. Stop being delusional. Oh, what up?
What will possess this? I can't even utter any word for this person. Look at him. Look how soulless this man is. This person. What brings him? What gives him the audacity to even come to a public platform to trash Angel Reese? And he can't even get her name right. Her name is Angel, idiot. Some of these comments. Let's see. Somebody said the same comedian accused of coercing minors into participating in sexually explicit skits. Sir, you're not an Angel Reese level at all. You're not on her level. Move the F on. Exactly. One could formulate the same opinion about his comedic skill set. Straight garbage. Exactly. Disrespecting Angel Reese and the Special Olympics. Yeah. The comments did what it needed to do. Oh. Talking about someone when you would be out of breath in 5 minutes is diabolical. Ooh, child. Okay, let's see. This will be the last one, I think. So let me get this correct. You called this young lady's basketball game garbage. You said it's not about race. You mentioned Clark's name. You called African Americans delusional. And you're speaking on a professional athlete game in a critical word. The critical word professional, all while looking like a damn raccoon on your life. How dare you speak of disrespect toward anyone, let alone a black woman, as you can do better. Humble yourself and watch your tone before you talk about anyone or anything. And I don't even know why we give these type of suckers any time. I shouldn't even have played that. I was just curious as to what did he, why? What else is going on? Heidi Klum out here posing in lingerie with her daughter, who's 20 years old, her oldest daughter. She's getting a lot of backlash for that. It's a little, you got to look that up. I'm not going to play it here, but it is a little racy for me, for a mother-daughter. They say Diddy's wishing his youngest daughter love a happy second birthday. She is cute, and it's unfortunate that this is her pappy. If he is, I personally believe she's Justin's child. Look at her, and he was the first one to bring her out. But yeah, he's saying happy birthday on Instagram. And that's about it. So yeah, another day, another lawsuit. And they say Fat Joe used Ozempic to get skinny. I don't know about this Ozempic. I feel like it have a longer term effect on people. I mean, it's supposed to be for people with diabetes, right? And all these people are just shooting it up. And I even read, I think it was, where was it? The UK, they were offering Ozempic for overweight, unemployed people, saying it might motivate them. I was like, what? But yeah, they do. Somebody said they have free healthcare and they'll probably do it. Of course, people in the comments complaining, why do unemployed people get all the perks? I don't care nothing about no big fat Joe. I think he has a show on Hulu or something. It's always something they promoting. Oh, this is what I wanted to bring up because this is ridiculous. So did y'all know Cher is still dating, or did you know she was dating at all this guy AE, who is 40 years her junior? AE, he used to be Tyga, the rapper Tyga's like sidekick and president. Also had I don't know if it was president, but he had a executive title at Atlantic Records, I believe. He had some executive role at a label. But anyway, he linked up with Cher a couple years ago, and it says now they're hitting a rough patch after a 2-year relationship. I wonder what patch they could be having. So the insider is speaking out, and the kids, her children, who are grown ass adults, supposedly didn't like him when this was first going on, and they looking at their inheritance being in jeopardy. Child, got this young man coming in, sliding in. Who knows what kind of influence or effect he's gonna have on Cher when it's time for her to roll up out of here. Who's she gonna leave her monies to? They're gonna have to split it with this guy now. they were engaged. So it says let's see. Cher and her boyfriend Alexander A.E. Edwards are navigating rocky waters in their new romance, which began in 2022. Sources tell it In Touch that Cher has been feeling irritable and clingy, while AE finds her behavior overbearing and is seeking more space than ever. Well, a 78-year-old woman with a 38-year-old dude. Look at him, though. He's not even 30. He looks 28, the way he carries himself, all those tats. He looks like his nails are polished. He got a gel set on that hand. He got that blonde hair. He's still living his little juvenile, immature life right now. I think, do they have a baby? No, not them have a baby, but doesn't he have a baby with Amber Rose? He was with Amber Rose before her. I don't know if they had a baby, but Cher recently, this is paranoia to AE, and he grumbles she's not giving him room to breathe. Cher recently faced legal challenges, including a denied request for a conservatorship over Elijah's estate, amid his substance abuse struggles, adding stress to her life. Oh yeah, one of her kids, Elijah, still has substance abuse problems. They probably don't want him to get his hands on AE to touch their estate. Cher, it says the insider added that AE is questioning whether Cher is truly the partner he thought she was. He says she needs more from him and has been acting needy, and he's pulling away. However, when contacted for comment, a rep for Cher stated that true. Is there trouble in paradise? That's her kids and them playing around, trying to break them up. Because what kind of problems? And he knows what he's in for, dating a 78-year-old woman. That damn near 80-year-old woman. This woman could be his grandmother. That's crazy. But Cher, if this is her now, she still look good for 78. Money will do that, though. Let me see here. Army Green A. Aries is correct, but his delivery was harsh. Oh, Baby Yoda. Oh, you love Cher. His delivery was harsh. But don't you think it was inappropriate for that grown man to be coming for Angel like that? I don't think that was something he should have been doing. Like, why is it even his business to come say about her being garbage? I mean, why does he have to even say anything? I don't think he should have said that. But yeah, Cher, honey, what do y'all think about her relationship? I don't think she should stress herself out, child. Find you somebody more age appropriate. Although if she does find somebody more age appropriate, her time with them is probably going to be very limited because, it's just the reality of the situation. Although life carries many surprises, we don't know day to day what's going to happen. That's why every day is such a blessing. And gratitude, 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 abundance. These are the things I say all day. And everything is working out in my favor. Yes. All right. All right, y'all. I think that's all I got for tonight, y'all. I tried. I got to get these watch hours up, okay? So like, share, subscribe, and watch the videos all the way through. Go back to my archives if you missed some stuff. I've been on going strong for 3 weeks trying to get back monetized, and I'm almost there. But I appreciate y'all to the fullest. Till next time. Bye.